Hey guys, so I have a little while before I have to pick up my kids from camp, and I wanted to do a little chit chat about how my hospital stay was on my surgery day and how my recovery was. I had bariatric surgery on July 8th, 2022. I went in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I woke up at 10 o'clock at night in the room that I would be spending the night in. So I got admitted to the hospital. It was really quick to get into the room where I needed to be prepped for surgery. I had a heck of a time getting the girl to get an IV in me, which was really strange because I was really pumped full of fluids. And so she finally got an IV in me, and she said that they had to have two just in case one failed. And they decided that because the two girls had a hard time getting the one in me, that they would wait until I was in the OR and let the gentleman who had the ultrasound machine take it from there and give me my next one, which I was very thankful for. So I started getting my fluids when I was waiting to get into the OR. The surgeon came in and talked to me for a moment, asked me if I had any questions, which I didn't because she had been very good at our last appointment answering everything that I could think of. I met with one of the anesthesiologists that was going to be in the room with me. He gave me the lowdown of how he approaches putting people to sleep, and he was good at it. Obviously, I didn't get up until 10. And then it was time to go to the OR, so a nice gentleman took me into the OR. I hopped onto the other bed, laid down. They put the leg things that circulate your blood on me, and that was all I remember. I didn't remember anything after that. I woke up in the overnight room, and it was 10 o'clock. I was really groggy. I felt horrible because I didn't wake up to call my kids before they had gone to bed. They were staying with my mom. I got up. I was a little disoriented. They had me drinking a little bit of water. They gave me a commode in my room because the facility that I was at, the surgery floor, if you're only doing one night, you stay on it, and the rooms do not have individual bathrooms. So they gave me a commode because I was not going to be able to keep walking all the way down the hall every time I had to go pee because the fluids were coming out like crazy, and I felt like I had to pee every half an hour, and I felt like every time I tried to pee, my bladder never emptied. And I talked to the nurse about that, and she's like, yeah, sometimes that happens when you have a catheter during surgery. So I did not know that I was going to get a catheter during surgery, and that took about, I don't know, I'd say 2 or 3 days before it felt like I was actually emptying my bladder when I sat down. I had pain in my incision areas, some, but I would say my major pain for that overnight was my back. My back was killing me. Hurt so much. I kept having them come and bring me some heating packs so that I could rest as much as possible. I am not a back sleeper, so I kept attempting to be on my side as long as I could tolerate it. It was about, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I said to my nurse, no one's come in to offer me a walk yet. I probably should start walking so I can leave today. So she came back at 6 o'clock, took me for a walk around the facility right there. It was not a very long walk. Took me back to bed. They had changes shift at 7, so I met my new nurse. He was pretty cool. Gave me my pain meds. I asked for something a little stronger than Tylenol because my back. It was mainly my back. I didn't feel like I didn't have a lot of gas pains. I was burping nonstop since I woke up the night before, so the gas was moving on its own. Oh, excuse me. I'm so tired today. Yeah, so the gas was moving on its own. I had the back pain and a little sore on my stomach, and that was mainly probably from laying down and getting up so many times to go pee. So he gave me a little bit of pain meds, which seemed to help. I took a little nap and I got back up at 10 o'clock and I called somebody and said, can someone come walk me again? I want to go home today, my speech. And I know I have to walk to go home. The nurses really didn't seem to care too much about pushing me to walk, but I knew I needed to walk some. So he came, I went for my walk again. I did not get one of those spirometers that I see a lot of people getting where you blow in and make sure your air is going up and down with the little beads. I didn't have that. And they didn't test me after to make sure there was no leakage or anything like that. What else did I do while I was there? They were going to have me sleep with my CPAP machine, but I had 2 IVs, the thing on my finger, the 2 things on my legs, and I said, I'm sorry, but I want to sleep some, and I do not need one more cord to worry about wrapping around or pulling. So they are like, that's okay, you can refuse it. And I'm like, okay, well then you can write the word refuse if you need to, because I definitely don't want it right now. But all in all, I had such an easy surgery, such an easy hospital stay. The doctor came through and said, yeah, you can leave as soon as the discharge papers are ready. That was around noon. The nurse gave me a little bit more pain meds because I lived an hour away and I just wanted to be comfortable on the ride in. My friend came and picked me up, and I went right over to the hospital pharmacy and got my nausea pill in case I needed it, and 3 days worth of pain meds. They gave me tramadol. And I went home. My mom still had my kids, so I didn't have to worry. And I went home and I went to bed and I slept most of that day. So when people say that their gas pains were horrendous and they couldn't get up and walk and they could barely move, I was drinking water. I ate a yogurt before I left. They gave me a Dannon Light and Fit vanilla yogurt. And they gave me, I had a little bit of tomato soup. They gave me some tomato soup and some protein pudding. So I ate what I could, sipped and drank when I could, and I was feeling pretty good. So I was more than happy to go home and be laying in my own bed with my heating pad and my own pillows. So one thing I did take with me that I said before in my hospital bag video is my blanket, which I was very fortunate and very thankful that I remembered to bring my own blanket to the hospital, because that was just something that made it a little bit easier for me to sleep. But so that is what happened for surgery day and the day after. I will be doing another update very soon to give a 1-month update, because as of right now it is August 8th. So I'm almost at my 1-month update. All right. Hope this helps you. Thanks. Bye.